I want to end by sharing with you the 10 commandments on money, and this is taken from Zac Poonen. Commandment number 1: never make your financial needs known to anyone but God. And this comes from Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. And my God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. Now, this is a tendency that a lot of us Christians have. We like to make our financial needs to people, needs known to people. And sometimes even if we don't say it outwardly, but we like to kind of hint, like say to people, hey, I need money. We're always there like, oh, I could have bought this car, but unfortunately, money is not really good on my side. I'm dealing with this. And we're kind of just trying to make people know that, hey, I'm in need of money. Oh, I could have given you this gift. I could have bought you this dress. I could have done this for you, but right now, just money. I'm dealing. I don't have money. Money is very tight. I really am in need of money. I just wish someone could help me, when we're actually just telling the person, hey, please help me. So, and the danger when we make our financial needs known to people is that the devil will use that against us. Even the people who are listening to us, the devil can use them to lure us away from God with their money. So we think, oh, this person is going to help me. They're going to give me a loan. They're going to give me this money. But you don't know that this is actually a trap from the devil. So it's better to make your needs known to God alone. And even with family members, sisters, I have tested this commandment and I can tell you that it works. There have been times when I was in dire need of money, but I said to myself, Father God, I'm going to cry out to you. I don't want to even cry out to my sister or my mother, but I want to cry out to you. And God, in his infinite mercy, touched people that I never said anything to bless me, or God opened opportunities where I got money, or I had a promotion, or I had a bonus at work. So it's better that we make our needs known to the Lord, but not to people, because of the way that people react, and that the devil can also use them. Number 2, never accept money from unbelievers, and that is from 3 John chapter 1 verse 7. For they went out for the sake of the name, accepting nothing from the Gentiles. And here the Gentiles are the people who do not know God. So John is talking about this group of believers that went out to do the work of God without taking money from unbelievers. Now, we need to be very careful. I know that when sometimes it comes to the ministry, we do fundraising, we collect money for charities, and we're doing X, Y, and Z and trying to collect money. It is important, the money is important to make projects happen, but we need to be very careful where this money is coming from, who is contributing to this money. Because if you have cultists, Satanists, people from weird denomination that are sowing into your ministry, you can only imagine the kind of fruit you're going to get. So that tells you that we need to be very careful. Now, how are we supposed to know whether a person is actually a child of God or not? God will give us discernment, but especially when we know that, hey, there are unbelievers that are involved. Sisters, we need to be careful. And even when it comes to fundraising, at this point, personally, I don't know much if I'm very for it, just because when it comes to collecting money from people, you can just have different hands coming from different sources coming against you instead of for you. And this money that you thought that you were going to use for a good purpose, because you have people with bad intentions that are involved in it. So at this point, personally, I don't know. I don't think I'm really for fundraising and things like that. But again, that's just me. I'm not saying that you should also abide to that. But at least that's the second commandment: never accept money from unbelievers. Number 3, never expect any gift from anyone, And this is inspired from Psalm 62, verse 5. My soul, wait in silence for God only, for my hope is from Him. Never expect any gift from anyone. Now, if people, our friends, our family members give us gifts, that's great. Here, the key word is expect. Expect is like we have made our needs known to people, and we expect them to give us something. This commandment is tied to the first one, where we make our needs, our financial needs known to people. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with this phrase, but it's like when we're having our financial needs known to people, we want a specific thing and we keep on repeating, I need this, I need this. If only someone could give me, if only someone would give to me. And so we expect things from people. And here Psalm 62 is saying, no, my hope is from the Lord. If people give me things, okay, I'll take it, but I will not be there in expectation and like, when is she going to give me this? When is she going to give me this? And along that idea, I also wanted to mention to be careful when it comes to gift. And this is an area that I'm also I try to be very careful when it comes to gifts. If I can get gifts from family members, from friends, I will receive them, but I'm not the kind of person who is like, oh, just because they give me gifts, I'm gonna take it. There have been people, for example, who I'm not in good terms with, and they've been wanting to give me gifts. Sisters, I am very careful in that area. And they have come to me and say, hey, I have a gift for you. Here's the gift. I'll just say, oh, okay, thank you. But then, sorry, I throw it away afterwards. I'm not going to take the gift of someone that I'm not in good terms with, because if we're not in good terms, why are you giving me a gift for? Because your spirit will disturb me. That spirit that you have is going to disturb me through this gift. And that's why sometimes we call it poison gift. You think, oh my goodness, he's giving me a gift. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I mean, there have been times when people gave me things that I needed at the moment. I was like, oh my goodness, I need this. But because we were not in good terms, because I don't agree with your spirit, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. I don't want your spirit to disturb me through this gift. So even if it's something that I need, it's money that I need, it's something that would be beneficial to me, I'm not going to take it. Number 4, never allow anyone to control you by giving you money. And this I've heard a lot for people who are getting married. There's someone who is contributing for your marriage and someone who is going to pay for your dress or is going to pay for the food. These people usually end up controlling you because they say, oh, I'm the one paying for this, so you should do as I say. You should pick that dress, you should pick this, and you should pick that. Never allow anyone to control you by giving you money. Again, that's why if you look at the previous commandments, it's just better that you depend on the Lord. Yes, the Lord will touch people, but I know that the blessings of the Lord never bring sorrow. They always bring blessings. So whoever God is going to touch, that's going to be a person that will be to your blessing. But if we are out there asking for money, when people give us money, they will surely control us with money. Number 5, never accept money from those who do not receive your ministry. And this is a no-brainer. If someone does not agree with the ministry that you're doing or that you're working in, why are they contributing to it again? Number 6, never accept money for your personal needs from those who are poorer than you unless they want to sow in the ministry. I'm going to say that again. Never accept money for your personal needs from those who are poorer than you unless they want to sow in the ministry. Now, the great example is from the poor widow who came to give money to the ministry of the Lord Jesus. Now, this lady was even poorer than the Lord Jesus, but the Lord Jesus never took that money for his gain, but it was used for the ministry because this woman wanted to contribute for the ministry. Never accept money from people who are poorer than you, and if they for your personal needs. Like if you have someone who is very who's struggling financially, and be like, oh, I heard you talk about how you are in need, here's no, don't accept it. It's not that it's going to be a curse, but you, at the point you are, you can support that person. Well, not support as a financial support, but you can bless that person who is poorer than you instead of vice versa. The rule is always this: it's better to give than to receive. 7, never be dependent on any man for your financial needs. Now, I understand that some of us do not have employment, and we may be living with family members, or we may be living with friends or relatives, and at that point we are dependent on them for our financial needs, for our financial upkeep. Now, this is temporary, and that's what we should pray for, that it should be temporary. God understands the circumstance that you're in, but what we should be praying for is always to have financial independence. Number 8, never handle God's money in a way that causes suspicion. And here he's talking about the ministry, and especially the ministry. Never handle God's money in a way that causes suspicion. And also, I can add to that, never handle your company's money in a way that causes suspicion. In the work where I'm currently at, all the time, I always have to go and say, okay, let's go over the numbers together. And they're like, no, we trust you. And I always say, you know what? Transparency is key. I don't care if you trust me or not, but we need to do it for transparency's sake. Never handle God's money, whether it is in the ministry, or never handle your company's money in a way that causes suspicion. And a lot of us, we try to just, do things behind people's back, and sometimes people don't know what's going on, and they may suspect us, and they may say, hey, what's happening? Where is that money going to? What did you do with this money and that money? The best policy, transparency, if I can say, transparency is the best policy. Number 9, almost there. Never ever be excited when you get money. How many of us are always excited when we get money? It's like, oh my goodness, I just got a gift card. I just got a bonus at work. I got money. And we're so excited. We're dancing and we're doing all of this. Why? Because money is our master. Yay, we're dancing for our master. That's actually what we're doing. Of course, if you were in a financial need and you needed to pay bills, and you needed money to pay bills, and you needed money to have a breakthrough, and you do have money, rejoice in the Lord. It's better to rejoice in the Lord who has provided, but not rejoice over the money. Number 10, never be depressed when you lose money. And here the key word is depressed. Yes, it's normal. As a business owner, for example, if a member of your company, your employee, has wasted money, has lost money on behalf of the company, it is upsetting. It is frustrating. It's like, my goodness, how could you make such a silly mistake? How could you do this? Yes, it's normal to be upset. That's the normal route to take. But here the key is never be depressed. Yes, you lost the money, but don't take that into the way of depression, where it will completely change you, break you for days, for hours, where you're ruminating on this and you're meditating on, oh my goodness, we lost this money. Oh, why? And this completely breaks you down. Never ever get depressed over money.